Hello, everyone. I'm here to update you on weeks 24 and 25 of my pregnancy. I should be a pretty short video, nothing too eventful. Um, Symptom-wise, about the same. I am sleeping a little bit better the past week. The week before that was still pretty bad, and I think that keeping the house cooler is one of the tricks to keep helping me sleep. So keeping the house a little bit cooler. We've had really nice weather this past week, so I've been able to keep the windows open and even get the fans going and kind of air out the house, so that feels great. Um, my shower is a week away, and my brother and sister-in-law and their family are going to be here this week, so I'm super excited to see everyone. As far as symptoms, I can't think of anything really too new. She's been kicking a lot. And most of the kicks I feel kind of at the bottom of my belly. So um, I don't know if that's actually her punching or if that's her kicks. I don't quite know how she's positioned. Um, and that's about it. I do occasionally get kind of like these Charlie horse cramps. And like this morning when I woke up, I had them, and I don't know if it was just my bladder or it didn't. Based on what I read, it didn't seem to be like a Braxton Hicks contraction because it wasn't over my entire belly. It was just one side and one area. So not quite sure what that is. Hopefully it's just something like my GI system or my bladder, based on what I was reading. That seemed to be the indication. Um, my skin goes back and forth from being clear to having little blemishes, and my hair just doesn't seem to be very thick. Still, it just staying about the same, honestly. Uh, I have my 28-week appointment coming up where I'm supposed to do the glucose screening, so I will update you all on how that goes. As I'm filming this, let me look at my little chart here. Um, Today I am 25 weeks and 5 days, so I'm almost to the 26th week spot. Things are really chugging along. According to my app, for the week of week 25, the baby was about 13.5 inches, about the size of a rutabaga, and 1.5 pounds. Depends on what app or book you're reading. They all seem to differ a little bit on what the average size should be around that time. Um, I've also noticed more itchy skin on my belly, so I think that definitely been growing, and my appetite seems to have increased. So I'm trying to really keep in check with that and keep up with my workout so that I don't gain too much weight. The other exciting news is I will be getting a new job, so I'm going to go from working 12-hour night shifts, minimum 12 hours, sometimes they're longer, at the hospital as a CNA, which is a very physical job and has been very hard for me. It's hard to find times to take a bathroom break, to drink enough water, or to even get a lunch. Some of those 12 plus hour shifts, I will go the entire shift barely eating anything. I try to, grab a cracker or something, but there's definitely been 12 plus hour shifts where I have eaten nothing. Um, and it's very hard on the body. It's really, my back hurts like awful after one of those shifts. So I am going to be moving on to a basically 8 to 5 Monday through Friday office type job, and I'm really, really excited to start. No weekends, no holidays, and you can't beat that. It's really a blessing from God because uh, this is the kind of job that I'm wanting. Um, just more family friendly hours and getting off of nights. And since I decided nursing wasn't for me, there wasn't much of a point of staying a CNA. Um, the work was fine, but it just wasn't where I thrived and it wasn't where I fully enjoyed my work. So I'm really excited for the change. However, this also means that um, I will not be covered under the FMLA laws. I'll probably have a very limited maternity leave, probably only 2 to 4 weeks. And I'm not sure yet. This is my first time ever having a male boss, so I'm not sure yet how to approach him on the topic of breastfeeding at work, or not pumping at work. Um, and I'll be working in a very male-dominant office setting organization. So it's a little nerve-wracking, but obviously that conversation will come much later. I start in 2 weeks, and I still need to talk to him about doctor's appointments because I start in 2 weeks, right around my 28th week of pregnancy, and that's when they start going every 2 weeks with appointments. So it's really awkward that I haven't had a chance to prove myself. I haven't had a chance to prove my work ethic. And I have to right away ask, um, how do I arrange doctor's appointments? Because the organization I'll be working with is 2 minutes from my house. It's right in town where I live. However, the hospital that I'll be delivering at and the midwife I see are an hour away. So it's a 2 hour round trip just to go for a doctor's visit. And it's kind of late in the game for me to try and find a different midwife or doctor. And I chose this hospital and this midwife because I really, because this is where I wanted to go. So I really don't want to change. So um, hopefully that conversation goes well and I can find a way to minimize the disruption because I just feel bad like starting out as a new employee and then I feel like I'm being a big inconvenience because I need to go take time off, leave earlier, come in late because of a doctor's appointment. And it's not just a matter of, oh, I'll go over lunch break, I'll be gone half an hour. This is it's a 2 hour trip. So if you consider the fact that you have an appointment in there, it's at minimum 2.5 hour commitment. And the practice that I go to is only open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30 or 8 to 4. So I have to go during the day when I would normally be working too. So I either have to come in and work from noon on or probably leave at noon or 1 o'clock in the afternoon um, to make my appointments. So hopefully everything works out. That's my biggest stress lately, but I'm really excited. Everything seems to be falling in place, and I just feel a lot more at peace. So I will keep updating you guys with everything. I feel like my vlogs here are overly exciting because for the most part, I feel pretty good. Um, I forgot to mention my nausea is coming back a little bit too. So unfortunately, I'm getting a little bit more. Be careful, my tummy gets upset really easily, and so I gotta watch that again. But otherwise, I feel like these vlogs are a little boring in the second trimester because things seem to be just progressing along quite nicely, and um, yeah, I don't have too much to complain about. I've been feeling really great. So hopefully that trend continues with the third trimester. And hopefully, really the biggest stress for me right now will be um, just communicating with my boss and going to those doctor's appointments. And then obviously I'll still have the stress, a little bit of the thought of labor and delivery. I got the Hypnobabies course, home study course, and I do want to work on that. So I need to start working on that for sure. And I'll let you guys know how I like that, and maybe I feel like it's more appropriate for me to talk about that after I've gone through labor and delivery rather than before. So that's about it for this week. I will give you a little quick of a bump date here, but keep in mind that my bump is closer to 26 weeks now, even though this is the 24th and 25th week vlog. So it's Good Friday, so I don't have on any fancy clothes or anything. My husband's out working, and it's my weekend to work at the hospital, so I don't have anything fancy on here. But there's the bump. It's surely growing. I feel huge these days. It's not the most flattering shirt. I just feel like maternity shirts don't look flattering. Either that or it's just the stage I'm in, or maybe I've gained weight in places I don't think I should. But it's quite the little bump there. So, and I feel her a lot. When I feel her kicking, it's usually right down in here. So I imagine as she gets bigger, I'll start feeling more movement up here. But for now, I just feel the movement down there. So I will see you guys in a week or two. If I don't have much to update, I don't see the point in a weekly vlog. But a bi-weekly vlog, I will definitely try to keep up with. Have a great Easter weekend, everyone.